a favor.
Stack of files, and the information in those files is confidential.
What are you going to do, Frank?
Well, it did have my name, and it had the company name. It might be worthwhile to go back upstairs, wait a couple of hours, give whoever has it time to discover the mistake, and give me a call.
What if no one calls? If you need any help, let me know.
Thanks, Ed.
You know, there's something very strange about that case. As if somebody threw it down a flight of steps about 6 times to make it look old. Also, to make it look like yours.
Sure. It's a clear-cut case of industrial espionage.
Or a very practical joke.
You mean Ed Loomis? Oh, come on. He's played some wildly unfunny jokes at all of us. But this thing, why?
Make you look bad? Maybe even try to get you out of his way?
No, it's a mistake. That's all it is. A harmless mistake.
Well, I hope whoever made it is harmless.
What could be more harmless than a person who makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Where is my son, James? Hey. Oh, no. Would you go wash your hands? And your face, too, when you're at it. What? And no running in the apartment!
I figured you weren't coming home tonight, but I got dressed up anyway. Jimmy! Put on your pajamas. Maybe your daddy will read to you tonight. Well, haven't you eaten? I'll get something out of the freezer for you. What do you want, filet?
No. I'm not hungry. I'm just exhausted.
Hello? Yeah, just a minute. Frank, someone for you. Something about your briefcase?
Hello? Oh, thank you. Say, could I pick it up right now? Fine. Where do you live, please? Yeah? Okay, I've got it. I'll be right over. Honey, I've got to go out. Get my briefcase. Something wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing. Mr. Kleiner? I'm terribly sorry. I only realized a few moments ago that I'd given you the wrong address. I have your briefcase in my house. It's just across the street. The mouse ran over your grave.
What?
A little shutter. Some people think it's a premonition of death.
My wife gets all the premonitions in our family.
Well, when a person shudders like that, someone should say a mouse ran over your grave. It's just a touch of a nursery rhyme to keep it from seeming too real that anyone should ever really die.
Is this it?
Yes. It's one of the few survivors of the great earthquake. My husband's grandfather built it to keep his mad wife off the streets. No one lives up there, Mr. Clanner. But surely you can sense that.
No, should I?
Come in. A touch of elegance. An old hat. Now, what can I get for you?
No, I mean, thank you. I have to get back.
Oh, no. Please, let me get you something. After all the trouble I've caused you. You know, I feel guilty. It's such a cold night. What about some coffee?
Oh, that's very kind of you, really, but my wife's
Oh,
been
no.
expecting...
It's instant. I'll put the kettle on.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, but I really have to go. Look, if you'd just get me my briefcase, I'd appreciate it.
If you'll wait in the living room, I'll get it for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello, Diane. This is Pete.
Oh, hi, Pete. Frank's not here.
Oh?
Oh, any right?
Well, I was getting worried. He had some problem with this briefcase.
Oh, that's all right. Someone called about it, and he went out to get it. You want me to tell him to call you when he gets in?
No, as long as he gets it. I'm on my way home. I'll see him in the morning at the office. Nice talking to you.
See you soon. Mr. Planner, I know you're conscious. I left you on your back with your face exposed. And now you're on your belly with your face hidden. Well, if your intention is to just lie there and not even give me the courtesy of an answer, I'll go.
Courtesy? What is it you want? Huh?
I am Miriam Hilton's mother.
Miriam Hilton? Who?
Yes, Miriam Hilton. All right, you'll have plenty of time to remember.
Remember what? What the hell are you talking about?
You have a very nasty mouth. You use the word hell as if it was perfectly acceptable usage in the English language.
Look, I don't know any Miriam Hilton. No.
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City? Uh-huh. Well, yes, I've been to Atlantic City, yes. I was there, exactly once. I guess it was at least a year ago, so?
To be exact, wasn't it 6 months ago?
Yeah, okay, it was, yes, you're right, it was 6 months. And it was a data processing convention, and I met hundreds of people from all over the country, but I don't remember any Miriam Hilton.
Hilton!
Hilton, I don't know who she is, damn it!
Don't you use her name like that! Perhaps we should wash your mouth out with soap and water. All right. I know what you're doing. Well, when you decide to be honest with me, I'll get you some food and water. Good night.
Wait. Please tell me what I'm supposed to have done.
Hello?
Hello, Diane. It's Frank there.
It seems he didn't come home last night.
Well, maybe he went back to the office after he got his briefcase.
No, that's where I am now. You mean he hasn't called you or anything?
No, nothing.
Has he done this before?
No, he has not done this before. I mean, really.
You know Frank better than that.
I'm not talking about another woman. We both know him better than that. It's just that sometimes when you have words, you sleep it off at the corner hotel.
Well, we never have words, and when we do, we sleep them off together.
Well, what then?
I don't know. You know, last night after you called, I had this feeling that he was in some sort of danger.
I mean, I even dreamed about it. He was trying to catch a train.
Running after it down the tracks. Except that it was coming at him.
Well, I think I would have heard by now if something had happened, don't you?
Well, do you think I ought to call the police?
No, wait a little bit. And let's get off the phone. He may be trying to call you right now, okay?
Yeah, I'll call you if I hear anything.
largest size?
40 by 24 by 21.
I imagined it would be larger.
Still no word?
Nope. I tell you, I've never felt so helpless. I mean, calling the police is like taking pills for a cold.
Well, at least you know he's not in any of the hospitals.
Or like that. Or like the morgue, you mean? Then where is he? What if something did happen to him and the police just aren't doing their job? I mean, their attitude seems to be that if your husband disappeared, he wanted to disappear. I mean, one of them even suggested that I hire a private detective.
Well, why don't you? You can afford one.
Because he'd be coming around, asking questions all over the place, and then Jimmy would know something had happened.
Well, there's another kind.
What?
Of detective, sort of.
Who?
Mark Hembrick.
Oh. You're still going to that fortune teller or whatever he is?
He is not a fortune teller. Mark Hembrick is a psychic.
Well, at $20 an hour, he better have a fancy title.
Listen, I saw him just before I came over here, right after I talked to you. And I asked him if you could come tonight. He said he was sure it would be all right with the hostess. It's just a fun thing. We sit around and it's kind of a psychic demonstration. At least it'll show you what he can do.
About what?
Finding Frank. Hey, can you get a babysitter?
Nancy, my husband has disappeared. I am not going to find him through ESP. I mean, of all the ridiculous ideas.
Even the police have used psychics. That's why I asked him if he thought he could help you. And he told me to tell you to find the parallel lines. Well, what does that mean, the parallel lines?
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that dream. You know, railroad tracks. All right. I can get myself a babysitter.
There's nothing unearthly or uncanny about ESP, extrasensory perception. We all have it to a certain degree. It's something you feel. It's an instinct, a state of awareness that goes beyond what our five senses tell us. Now, we can act on that instinct, or at some later date look back and wish we had. Now, some of us, through long years of strict self-training and discipline, are deliberately able to tune in on this special quality of things, unknown, unseen. I'd like to point out unnecessarily, of course, that these sealed statements were collected by my assistant before I arrived here at Mrs. Van Orlen's lovely apartment. I see the initials M.J.L. J as in Joseph. John. No. James. James L. Lamb. Mrs. James Lazen. You want to know what your granddaughter wanted for her birthday. Your granddaughter wanted a horse she could keep in the kitchen. I get the initials D.K. Strange. I keep getting Ann. Of course, Ann doesn't begin with a D. Deanne. Diane. Diane Clanner. You want to know what your husband, Frank, went out for. Your husband went out for his briefcase. Did you bring what I asked you to bring? An object that belongs to your husband? Something he used regularly?
Yes, I brought his pen.
I'm sorry. I'm picking something up, but I believe I'm picking it up from you instead of the pen. Nothing, I'm sorry.
I just bought it on the way over.
Oh, congratulations. This pen cost you $20. Will you write a check or shall I bill you?
I needed to be sure.
To be sure? In this business, you can't be sure about anything. Look, if I were you, Mrs. Clanner, I'd go out and hire myself a private detective. Your husband has been missing for 2 days. If he's alive, he might be in trouble. Deep trouble.
Do you sense that? I do.
Play it safe, Mrs. Clanner. Hire yourself a private detective.
All right, I will. But when may I see you again?
I don't like to get involved in cases like these. Usually it means a lot of publicity. Other psychics might need it, but I don't. Would you bring something that really belongs to him?
His pen. He forgot it the night he disappeared. See, I gave it to him 2 Christmases ago, and he always left it in his desk at his office to avoid losing it. That night,
I see darkness. He's surrounded by darkness. I get a clear sense of a tremendous emotional upheaval.
You're very much in his mind, Diane.
he's alive. Please, help me. Where is he?
Find the parallel lines.
Mr. Kleiner, I've decided to give you some food and drink. And I'll leave you a light. If you let yourself be completely honest with me. Please. Please. Hateful. That's what you are. You're hateful. And immoral and crude and foul-mouthed. So perhaps you better pray. Yes, pray, Mr. Kleiner. For God to take your soul. You understand? Understand me?
Frank?
Where are we?
I don't know. Pretty far from home. Come on, let's get a cab.
Look at the lion!
Did you say lions?
Lion!
Well, Mr. Kleiner, have you been praying?
I've been trying to remember your daughter. Now, Mrs. Hilton, I met a lot of girls at that convention, at every convention. Now, maybe she gave me a false name.
Why would she do that? She was proud to be a Hilton. Proud and intelligent and sweet. And she was raised to be a good girl. And no man had ever improperly touched her till she met you at that convention. And that one night with you, my daughter became pregnant.
Pregnant? By me?
Stop. Just stop! Stop pretending that you don't know who she is. She phoned your office.
Don't you think I'd remember some girl who called?
You refused to take her call. Remember? You pretended then that you didn't know who she was. You had your secretary tell her there were no further openings in your department. No further openings for a computer programmer. You knew. You know, a girl raised like Miriam wouldn't go to your office and make a scene. Or phone your home or your wife. First you destroyed her goodness, and then you counted on it. But she did go to your office, didn't she? She waited outside. Oh, not even in the lobby. Out in the street like some common little... All she wanted from you was a little human concern, advice. When my baby needed some help, she had no one to turn to. You remember what you said to her? Go to a free abortion clinic. When she told you she couldn't do that, it was a mortal sin. Remember what you said here? You said, all right, but drop dead. Your own words. Underlined so hard. She tore the page right through. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter. It was the last word she was ever going to write in that diary.
Mrs. Hilton, what can I say to you that I haven't said already? Please, let me talk to Miriam.
She's dead. She did exactly what you told her to. She slit her own throat.
Why couldn't she turn to you?
What? What'd you say?
Why couldn't she turn to you?
Shut up! You shut up! Hello.
Hello, Diane.
Who is it?
It's Pete. You all right?
Oh. Oh, stretched out a couple of... I stretched out for a couple of minutes 2 hours ago. I had a terrible headache.
What is it?
You sound awful. Groggy. What'd you take for it?
Oh, one of those blue and white goodies that they gave Frank for his back. Well, don't worry, Pete. I only took one.
I'm up here in Frank's office. There's a fellow who wants to go through some things. I thought I'd check it out with you.
I hired him this morning as a detective.
Diane,
What?
take it easy on those little blue and white goodies, will you?
Did I say blue and white?
I've been thinking. I've been trying to recall every detail of that trip, and I do remember a girl. Of course, I couldn't tell you what she looked like.
She was rather plain.
Well, we weren't even introduced. It was a party. It was the last night in the biggest nightclub in the Eastern Seaboard. Now, listen. There was this member of my staff, you see. I brought the girl over to the table. They sat down. They couldn't have been there for more than 5 minutes. Well, this guy, he's got a pretty crude sense of humor. And it could be that he was using my name with her, you see, as a kind of a joke. He probably thought it was funny as hell.
I don't think you're going to find hell very funny.
How long are you planning to keep me alive in this one?
Disturb you at this hour, but, well, I left messages with your service all day, and did you check with your messages?
All right, come on up.
Why didn't you return my calls?
Did you hire that detective?
Yes.
All right, then. What are you doing here?
I need your help. This morning after I left you, I went for a walk. And I found myself on Pine Street, near the Presidio. And I know that I have never seen that house before.
Isn't it coming across to you that I cannot help you?
Missing husbands are a social phenomenon, not psychical.
I stood there staring at this house, and the vibrations seemed to come up through the earth itself, up through the sidewalk, into my body, into my mind, that Frank is underground. That Frank is dead.
All right. Maybe he is.
No.
Well, what if you found some psychic who could convince you that he was dead? Then what? Would you go to a medium? Or run around to all the psychics, mediums, card readers, the whole phony psychic merry-go-round?
Phony? Is that what it is to you? Don't you believe in ESP?
Not the kind you're talking about. It doesn't exist. Oh, some of us are a little more sensitive than others, but that's about the extent of it.
Would you tell me how you knew what I'd written on that card? That Frank had gone after his briefcase?
It's a trick. Part of my act. Look, I've come a long way since my carnival and nightclub days. I don't have to flash mirrors or pick my way out of locked trunks anymore. But I want to tell you something. All the gimmicks are still the same. The only thing that's different is the image and the bank account.
Why are you trying to convince me you're fake?
Because I don't want to hurt you anymore. Look at you. I did this to you. You had a healthy skepticism, and I smashed it.
Why are you trying to convince me that you never did anything genuinely psychic? All right, Mr. Hembrick. Your reasons are your business. But I trust the vibrations I've been getting.
What you've been getting is not ESP. Is fear. It's a dangerous neighborhood at night alone. You're not safe. Can I take you home now?
That's the house. Feeling is even stronger now that you're here.
incredible, your will to believe. I've never seen it operate like this before.
You still trying to prove that you're a fake?
What do I have to do? Make a public announcement? Ruin my career?
No, just go up to a stranger, an absolute stranger, and you go into your so-called act.
All right.
That's stranger.
But it's past midnight.
The lights are on. They're still up. I can almost hear someone hurting up there.
You're hurting. And there isn't a thing I can do to help you.
Prove that you can't, and I'll believe you. I swear I'll go home and I'll forget the whole business.
Okay.
What are you going to say? I mean, what should I watch for?
You just pick a letter. Doesn't matter which one you choose, because the fool that opens up that door is going to attach some great significance to it.
K for Clanner. Frank Clanner.
Stop it! You'll wake up the neighborhood!
Sorry, I don't know what possessed me.
Can I get something for you? Would you like some water?
No. No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Oh, I'm glad. You've got enough in your life to upset anyone.
Oh, how do you know that? Who are you?
I can tell you a lot about yourself.
How? You don't know me?
By what you tell me, by what you project, by the nebulousness of your feeling is part of your aura at the moment.
Please don't.
No. Please, stay. I wanted to hear it. I want to know. Here, come in. What else? Tell me, what else do I project?
You have something very frightening on your mind. Something pending, incomplete. It has something to do with a woman. A younger woman. No, a girl, really.
Oh, yes, my daughter. My daughter's been very ill.
Now, just a minute, not a girl. I can't place it in time, but I get a clear sense of darkness, danger.
No. Oh, goodness, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Pain.
There's nothing like that.
I keep getting pain.
That's my daughter. I told you my daughter's ill.
No, a man. I get the initials K.
Now, how could you know that?
Because I'm tuned in.
To where? To what? All right, let's go, please. No, please. No, you came in and you frightened me. You frightened me now. Please, don't go. Sometimes the way my heart beats.
Would you like me to call a doctor?
No, doctor, please. Just don't leave me yet for a few minutes. I tell you, I'll get us something. I have some brandy. Yes, some very good brandy. It was bottled over 100 years ago for my grandfather. I'll get it.
Well, we made a fool of that woman.
I did it for you, don't you remember? Look, it's getting late. Don't you think you better go home to your child? If I call a cab, will you leave?
Frank was in this room.
You're crazy.
I sense it. Just like this morning. Only stronger.
Would you send a cab to 1860 Pine Street? Can you make that half a minute? Hey, get a hold of yourself.
He's here. He's in this house.
Listen, you bring back that detective. He'll be a lot more effective at tracking down these leads, even psychic leads, than you or I'll be.
Am I going crazy?
No. But if you keep it up, what'll happen to your son?
All right. I'll go. Tell the taxi to wait. I mean, we can make this fast and then we'll go to...
Oh, no. You're not going to queer up this act. That lady's good for $60 a session. 3 sessions a week.
Your friend, did she leave?
She had to go home, babysitter. Oh. She asked me to make apologies for her.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, after all, you're the one who knows all about me. Come. Tell me what else you know about me.
Oh, well,
The man with the initial K. Could you possibly tell me his whole name?
I'm about ready to drop off, so maybe we better do this.
No, please, tell me.
Okay. Well, I get more than an initial. I get a name. It's coming in like radio waves. Loud and clear. A name like Kleeman. Clan.
Miriam, help me, baby. Help me.
Are you Frank Klenner?
Mean something to you?
Yes. I've been trying to help your wife find you.
Are you a detective?
No. I'm just a friend.
Diane's? Where is she? She didn't come here, did she?
Oh, yes, she did, but thank God she left before the brandy was served.
What?
She's been worried sick about you.
Well, how did you know I was here?
She's got this gift that I never used to believe in. Let's hope it keeps working for her and that she comes back with the police. Well, look, you just keep sending her those signals, and I'll try to find a way out of this place.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
It doesn't look like it's gonna be too hard. Looks to be about 1,000 years old.
No, it's 100. Her grandfather built it to keep his mad wife off the streets. But forget it. I've tried everything.
Yeah, but you were never an escape artist. We're gonna need something to knock those boards off with. Now, let's see what we've got here. Hey, what's that?
My leg iron.
Hold this, will you?
Why'd you take it off? Hey. My God, she was gonna do it.
Let's see if this fits.
No. No, you see, it's embedded in the floor. You can't move it. I practically broke my fingers.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take any strength. It just takes a little bit of skill.
Well, how about that?
All right, let's see if this fits in there. And if we can work that in, we'll be in business. Doesn't look to be any keyhole.
But she used a key. I heard it.
And the lock must be on the other side.
I guess we'll just have to wait for her to come back.
Your wife?
No, the woman. You don't think Diane would come back?
No. Let's see if we can lift these pins off. We can lift that door off once we do that.
They'll need me down at the station for just an hour or so. Then they'll take me home.
Do you need anything?
No, nothing. Yeah. You. And my briefcase, of course.
Frank? Did you see this?
Well, it certainly does look like we're together. Guess I was right about Ed using my name as a joke. Wonder if he'd still think it was funny. Let's go. Oh, thank you.
Have you ever noticed how big psychic happenings make page one? Well, I've got a very respectable practice going, and I'm afraid there's some people who would not like to see me become the darling of the talk shows. So I'd appreciate it if you kept my name out of it, as far as the press is concerned.
Done.
Of course.
I'll just be a moment. Operator, would you please give me the telephone number of the San Francisco Chronicle?
Tonight at 8:30, two legends of the silver screen star in our movie premiere, Right of Way. Bette Davis and James Stewart play husband and wife in a story of love and old age, of people who want to end their lives with dignity. Right of Way, a comedy drama about the rights and conflicts of older people. Don't miss it tonight, 8:30 here on 9.